Hey everybody, welcome back to What You Watchin', the Cult Classics Patreon series. Cameron Jones here with my co-host
Jordan Jones, and I can't believe you're paying for this. Thank you very much if you're out there.
Thank you. Hey, really? How about we don't make him think about it too much? How about that, asshole?
Don't think about it. Just sign up for another year.
What you're the one making... Okay, moving on. So it's been another week. I haven't watched too much. So this has been popping up a bunch on Netflix.
No, I can believe this is solid gold shit. Thanks for paying for it.
Jesus. Make him think about it some more. So this has been popping up on Netflix a bit, but Kate with Mary Winstead, the chick from Cloverfield Lane and Scott Pilgrim. I can never... Mary something Winstead.
I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
I've been in a kick of this genre movie where it's like an assassin trying to leave the game, and it's another one of those. It's with... Natural Born Killers, Haymitch from Hunger Games, Bald, Zombieland.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh God, I could have just... Thank you. We got there eventually. So,
you got anything else that he's in?
I mean...
White Man Can't Jump, maybe a little Cheers, if you will. Maybe a little... Just, I think, being friends with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, it seems like after True Detective, there's another one for you. But it's good.
True Detective side note.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Megs hasn't seen it, and I'm like, we should go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah. From what I hear...
Do you think season 1 is good in today's standards? Because remember, that was a little bit before like a million things were available.
I don't know. It seemed... I'm sure it's still pretty good. I mean, those are still two powerhouse actors. So... Yeah,
you're still season 2 though. You're True Detective season 2.
Come on. No one is. I was about to say, if you do that with Megan, maybe see if you can stay interested by skipping season 2 and just going straight to season 3 and see if that's a doable thing.
No, since they don't since at least to the best of my knowledge they don't continue. I'm just season 1 and done. But I thought that after
that's why I just heard that. I heard that season 3 was good again. Much like...
But we know season 1 is good.
Much like the show Miracle Workers. We brought it up before. I'm not sure if on this show, but that is the series with Daniel Radcliffe and
Steve Buscemi.
It's a cast...
Name above the titles.
It's a cast that moves along each season, but it's not like a through storyline. But I heard, again, season 3 is really funny. That 1 and 3...
So, season 1 was heaven.
Yeah, I loved it.
Angels dealing with stuff. Season 2 was set in medieval times, and for whatever reason, that didn't hit.
Just never got through it.
Season 3's... neither did I. Season 3, though, I will say, before Mom even suggested it, I kind of started watching it again because it was on demand. I'm like, I'll give it a try. HBO Max. Everything's on HBO Max, right? For me now it is, because I don't have Netflix anymore. If I'm watching it, it's HBO Max. Anyway... season 3 set in the Oregon Trail / Old West, and for whatever reason, it's funny and back. It's good.
I mean, I don't know why the medieval one didn't work. I mean, it was kind of funny. I think it was just a shock for me that I didn't know that it wasn't like an anthology kind of thing. So
that's true. Expectation management.
So I think that was a big part of it, but I don't know. I'll get back into that.
So is this a movie or TV show, your assassin thing?
Kate, that's a movie. It's on Netflix with Mary Winstead. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That sounds right. I mean, it's pretty good. It's just another one of those. What have you been watching?
Is this like in the vein of more like your Bourne series, that type of thing?
No, because it's not that. I mean, if anything, it's closer to like a John Wick mixed with, or like that Polar movie.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I said, right?
You had those names probably periodically. I will never watch that, but thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, no problem. I was still saying, if you're going to watch something like that, check out Polar with Mad Mikkelsen. I really do like that. It doesn't have great reviews, but it's good. What are you watching?
I saw in theaters Ambulance. Yeah. Did I get that out?
Yeah, you already talked about that because we didn't know what it was then, and we still don't.
Well, it's a chase scene.
Cool.
It's a long chase scene. If you're into chase scenes, I don't know, there's probably a better option, but if you want to watch this, go ahead. I haven't really watched a movie. It didn't really hit a movie last week. I went back home for like Easter. So I did watch Is It Cake?
Funny enough, I did have that on my notes again. I did bring it up, I think, last week, but I have some big problems with that. For listeners, if you don't know, Is It Cake? It's hosted by Mikey Day from SNL, and it's like that just viral.
Is it cake?
It's that
That's my Mikey Day impression.
It's that viral video thing you see where it's the realistic cakes, people cutting into it, and you're like, oh, it's trickery. The big problem with the show, which I've said a million times, is it's not like who can make the best looking apple cake or something like that, something that can actually be like judged against another contestant for a winner. It's just like, this baker put a cake up here with like 5 tacos. Like if a random group of B celebrities guesses it, they don't win money. It's like there's so many subjective things in there that like it should be more of a head-to-head competition, and that's the huge flaw with the show.
I'm fine with it because it's I think it's meant for fun. Here's what I do like about the show. The guest judges, who are, like Cameron said, different levels of celebrity, but a lot of comedians and people in the food entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they don't seem to know what the fuck the show is going into. They're like, what are we doing? So I think that's kind of funny.
Well, a big part of it, too, is they only have like 20 or 30 seconds or something to decide what the cake is from like 30 yards away with like colored lighting. And every single like B-level celebrity is like, oh my God, we're starting now. And it's 3 different B-level celebrities that all have to quickly find out what show they're on.
That's what I like about it.
The
like,
cake.
This is what?
Yeah, pick the cake and then like put it into the pad.
So the biggest thing I notice is not, is this cake, meaning can you tell which one's cake and real? It's like, is this cake from 20 yards away?
Yeah.
With weird lighting. So, you know, I wish it was a little more funny. There's a Nicole Byers. Do you know that comedian?
Is she from Nailed It?
Yeah, that one. So, like, that's the real show you want to watch.
What, Nailed
right?
It? Yeah, Nailed It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's the funnier show. That's what I think Is It Cake is aspiring.
Well, that's why, hear me out.
Like,
here's a pitch for you if anyone's listening out there. Like, just have like 3 of the bakers go ahead, like head to head. They have to make the most realistic hamburger. Those judges come in and they just give it a 1, 2, 3. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay,
it's got
how about this?
It can't be everything.
How about this?
I'm fine.
And then we'll
it.
also add the real thing in there, so that like someone can like not get chosen. So that there's like, you know.
So somebody can lose.
So we'll have like 3 cake burgers, then 1 burger. If they choose the burger, then someone just didn't win in a 3rd place prize.
If I was a contestant on this show, I'd be like, wait a second. You're just leaving it up to these 3 to guess and I may win or not? Not if I'm actually talented, because it's pretty much...
And that's
it's the guest judges essentially making not even an educated guess. It's just a 1 out of 5 chance.
And that's my problem with the show.
Most part.
I like the contestants. They're all kind of fun and they have good personalities. Mikey Day gets a little bit much for me sometimes, but
sure, I do like him on SNL quite a bit.
No, I do too. I think
he's unfortunately not going to get remembered because this cast is so big. But I think he's a good. He's not as funny as Phil Hartman, but the Phil Hartman type, the jack of all trades, like fit him into all these.
That's a big compliment. I wouldn't have gone that.
You know what I'm saying? The Phil Hartman prototype, though, like who's kind of just filling a bunch of spots.
I'll just say I think he is a funny comedian, improver. I just think sometimes that it gets too much as a host. Sometimes when people are trying to be too performative, you know what I mean?
Well, I wonder. This hosting is like a whole different thing. Do you think he's funny or just like good at sketch? You know what I mean? Is he actually funny? I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah. I like him in sketches quite a bit.
Same, and I think that's where we're landing. So another thing I've been watching that I'm late to the game on now, but there are many seasons. Documentary Now. Did you ever catch any of it?
The mockumentary thing?
Yeah, I mean...
Nah, I never did. I think it's mainly because I'm sure it's streaming on something now, but it was originally on IFC, right?
Oh, maybe. That would be harder to see it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I just didn't watch it as much.
Now I think I'm catching it on Netflix, but I mean, it's funny. Like, one of the early episodes is about like a fake cult that Owen Wilson starts in like the 60s, but it turns out he was like an FBI mole the whole time and just on coke, and it went too far. So I mean, like, it has, I mean, I'm years behind, so it is kind of fun catching up on a few different seasons, but they're all good. Each one's...
It's also nice to have a back catalog if you enjoy something, you know?
100%. And it does have quite a few, which is funny because each episode starts off with like Helen Mirren saying like, welcome to season 52, and like clearly much further than it is, but it's good.
Again, now that Helen Mirren's come up, I do have to say, this is almost sacrilegious because I'm re-listening to Harry Potter 4. I'm sure I said that in last week or this week or whatever. But anyway, Jim Dale elevates that book series so much, but I think in an alternate universe, Helen Mirren would have been a really, really good narrator for the book series. And I'm basing it off of that Harry Potter quiz show on HBO.
I figured that.
Tournament of whatever.
I figured that's where you're coming from. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I'm sure she probably even does for something. You never caught any of the, if you, I mean, I'd say it's worth it though. Catch the documentary now. The fun thing is all the episodes are so different.
Does it have the same cast, or is it just a hodgepodge from
episode to episode? And each episode feels wicked different too. Like the one after that I caught was Co-op the musical, which was like a ripoff of Rent, but it was the lost tapes of them recording the like live album. But the show got canceled before they ever actually went live, but they still had to follow through with the taping. So that's but it was actually really good music too, part of it, which was funny. So like they're well done. They're very well done.
So it's sort of like a throwback to Monty Python when they had a TV show, or if Christopher Guest, like it's just good mockumentary stuff. Is that correct?
Yep.
Is that what
Yep, and just categories jump from episode to episode. It's old material, so I'm behind, but it's good. Check it out.
I will check that out. Anything you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, Spider-Man Into the Multiverse is finally rentable and streaming, so I'm going to catch that. And The Batman is also out, so band practice tomorrow, but Wednesday I think Nicole and I are going to have a movie night and watch both the new superhero movies together.
Both? I don't know if you have enough time.
Jordan, all I have is time.
I know, but that's 6 hours.
I mean, maybe we'll split it up. We have 2 movie nights.
Maybe 5 hours, I don't know.
The point is we're going to get to them.
Cool. And then maybe this weekend, I mean, you can come with us or you don't. You don't have to, but I'm going to see that Nicolas Cage movie sometime.
Oh, nice. I don't think I have anything going on. Although I feel like I've said that like to 4 different people about Saturday, but like I don't think I'm doing anything. And I don't know if I've committed to anything ever or if I've just kept it vague.
Oh, I just assume that like nothing I plan with you is ever hard planned, except I guess that Bulls game. And you tried to be like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to this.
And it ended up being a rough night home. So, and in a way, wasn't I right to question?
That's what you get for committing. Other than that, it wasn't a big. I didn't watch a lot this weekend because we were out
and about for Easter.
Back home.
All right, then throw out your favorite Easter movie quickly.
I guess just the Easter Bunny's coming to town. The claymation. Is there another one?
10 Commandments. We can get Passover with it too, and just get like Moses-y if you want. The King of Egypt, the Prince of Egypt, that animated one.
Okay.
Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson's Passion.
Ooh, I do love that. I'm still going. The Easter Bunny's coming to town.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Well,
how about you?
I'm gonna go. What was the second one I said? Now I've already spaced out, and I feel like I
think you said the 10 Commandments. That's a big one.
Let's do that. Let's stick 10 Commandments. Thanks for checking out our Patreon series. Thank you for helping support the series. We really do appreciate it. It means a bunch. We'll check you next time on What You Watching.